a bi-weekly general love tarot reading for March 1st through the 15th, 2017. You know, when I get to the second row of this layout, I'm like, okay, I really like how this story's unfolding. But there are many stories in this reading, and one of them, to begin with, isn't so great. Okay, and it could involve a fire sign. It could be the sun, moon, or rising, or it just means there's a lot of fire in this relationship. And this relationship, there are three people involved, and one of you is it's time to depart. Okay, so I'm not sure which one it is, but it's going to be one of you that is not going to survive this relationship. And how I'm feeling it's more Aquarius, because I am reading Aquarius, is the fact that you've given this relationship so many opportunities, and yet I don't feel like you've been told the truth. And on top of being deceptive, or I should say deceived, pardon me, on top of being deceived, there just has been so much of your energy that you have given away in this relationship that you just feel torn apart at this time. And it's going to take some time to heal from this, but I do feel that you will eventually heal. I'm not going to sit here and lie as a reader, although I may get blasphemed for actually saying something negative here in the reading, but I'm just as honest and truthful as I possibly can be. And the messages I'm also getting from Spirit is, you know, in the light, this is a good thing because you've been struggling with this relationship for quite some time, and it just hasn't been honest with you. Okay, the people involved here, it's it's just not good, and it's not beneficial for you. Okay, and it's time now to either throw in the towel, or if you've already done that and just walk away, good for you, really. There's a lot more in this relationship that meets the eye, and I feel like you've discovered a lot of it. So I don't really need to go on and express everything you've discovered. And it's not going to resonate with all of you Aquarians, but this is an important relationship, and I feel like it needs to be heard. And that's why it's out in the cards right now. So also too, if I were going to read this in a different manner, I feel like right now, also, too, it could be someone's relationship still involving three people, but at the same time, I feel like perhaps for some of you, you may have won. Okay, somebody obviously is going to get hurt, but I feel like you've won. So maybe this is a relationship that you've been into that had a commitment with someone else, and now they're finally getting their freedom from that person and moving into a more serious relationship with you. Okay. Also, too, how I see this is maybe someone found out that, a person that they're committed to has actually cheated on them. And so now it's out in the open. And of course, this is painful. And it right now, how you feel is that's it. It's over. It's done with. I'm not moving any forward with this, okay? This also could involve a Libra if it doesn't involve a fire sign. But, if I were to read some of the, zodiac signs here. So anyways, I just wish you all the best. Like I said, I know this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but the heartbreak may. I mean, there's been some pretty heavy heartbreaks here I'm feeling for Aquariuses in regards to trying to make relationships work and not getting the entire honest feedback from your partner. In the meantime, moving to something more positive, it looks like, and again, I feel like this involves fire, is it looks like there's something growing here. Um, I see possible engagements. And I feel like some of them are out of the blue as I'm listening to spirit. Some of them are out of the blue. You're not even expecting this, which is kind of fun. I think some of you might actually be in shock and you'll be like, okay, where am I going to go here? I wasn't ready for this. Okay, because I feel like some of you might be just kind of stalling. But I think for the better of most Aquarians, most Aquarians, you will definitely be happy about this engagement. And I do feel that this is with a soulmate, and I feel like it could reflect, because it's kind of what I'm feeling, it's kind of general. So I feel like this could reflect many Aquarians in regards to engagement. I'm also feeling like the person that won here with 3 people involved, who's been waiting for this person to come into their life fully without another person involved. I feel that relationship is leading to an engagement. So as I read the cards, I read many different messages from the cards. So I've already told you what I've picked up on the first line. I mean, there are probably many more messages, but I am doing a mini reading. So there are not such good results for many who are involved with someone who hasn't been honest. Also involved with others who have been committed. But there's also a happy ending in regards to being with your soulmate and really enjoying one another as a full-time couple. Now there is, some ups and downs because the energy hasn't totally cleared with that ending. So just be aware of that. So that's some of the news that's coming up. So basically, if now moving into just giving a general love reading here, I feel like for some of you, you're coming into this point of freedom. I think for some of you, there's an awakening in relationships that aren't working in the most positive manner. And I feel like now you're taking power or empowerment to really step up to the plate, really express how you feel about how things have been going, and making a major decision on whether or not you want to go further in this relationship or not. Okay? I feel for some of you, you've gone through a lot of endings. You're pretty much tired. You're about ready to throw in the towel and relationships in general. I think you should hang in there because there are opportunities. Of course, I don't feel they are immediate opportunities for the ones that need to heal. It does take time, and you're not going to just boomerang into another relationship. Some of you may actually find somebody pretty quickly. But what I'm feeling here is opportunities to meet new people and to engage in, get invited to parties, engage in celebrations, just meeting up with one another and really feeling shocked that there is such a good vibration between the two of you. I also get that for some of you, you're at a point where you just feel stagnant. It's just like things aren't moving the way you'd like them to move, and you're wondering, like, okay, what's going to happen here? Am I actually really going to find beautiful love, or am I just going to continue having hardship or being alone? I do feel there are opportunities in the next 2 weeks to really just let go and have fun and just get out there. The weather might actually be getting warmer in some parts of the world, and you might want to just get out and play and have fun and, search and feel the moment of recapturing romance and just allowing your beautiful and youthful spirit to just have fun and just to shine its beautiful light. And I'm also feeling like some of you could actually get together with an Aries. Again, I'm picking up fire. And it might be actual surprise. Now, this Aries, like I said, when I read cards, it could be sun, moon, or rising, or something that just carries a lot of the Aries energy. But that's what I'm getting, and I feel like for some of you, if that's your soulmate, it's just like these next 2 weeks is an opportunity to open doors to really meet good people, and lots of opportunities for Aquarians to meet their soulmate. Now, just to move a little forward here, back on the Three of Swords, doesn't necessarily have to involve three people. It could just mean also the last three relationships or the last 3 years have been rough for you and you haven't really found your match, and it's just kind of been one maybe heartbreaker after another. But I'm feeling like also too, you need to kind of remove the heart walls and allow this soulmate, allow this beautiful person into your life. It can be done. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull. I just want to pull a color card here and see what radiates. So it's indigo. Okay, indigo. So let's look at indigo. What a beautiful card. What beautiful colors. How spiritual, how divine matrix this indigo color is. And what does it mean? It means improve your vision. Connect to higher source, to higher grounds, to help also heal you, to help you vision beautiful things coming into your life, because it does matter. If you want to see change, you have to become the change. And indigo is a beautiful color to meditate on. It may even open up your third eye even more so and enhance your intuition. So I just want to, I'm not going to elaborate into the colors that much. I'm just pulling them this reading, the readings that I'm doing for the 1st through the 15th, just to give you something spiritual to embrace. So that is, indigo is a color for Aquarians to help them along, just even in creativity, manifesting some beautiful things here. And I just want to pull one nature card here. You are worth it. Okay, so some of you who are going through a transition on some of the things that I've discussed in this reading, or just a transition in itself. I mean, we're just basically moving through a solar eclipse. And, the energy does carry for quite some time, at least up to 3 months with a solar eclipse. And it can fire off in different aspects as we move along throughout March for sure. And you're worth it. You are worth everything, because you are a divine spirit. You are a divine soul. And even if you might be at times in the dark night of the soul, you can get out of that dark space if you really want to. Okay, so you are worth it. You are a precious, beautiful spirit who should tell yourself that you are worth everything. Okay, and I feel like this card's coming out because for some of you, these next 2 weeks, you might actually feel like you are not worth it. You might actually feel very low about yourself. And I don't blame you, because there's some pretty rough energies for some of you Aquarians, and there's some really beautiful things happening. So moving from the rough into the light here of more enlightened things unfolding for Aquarians is a reminder that you are worth it. And then just kind of pulling some cards here for a quick general reading. We have here the giver and the receiver card, and what you shall sow, you shall reap. I don't know why that just came to me, but when you give, you also receive. And also, what has been done to you shall return. Okay, so there's a little bit of karma in there. I think here, what the Four of Ariel is telling me is there are some changes that we're all going through, but it's definitely noted in your cards, Aquarius. But don't be resistant to change. Change needs to happen in order to evolve. Just remember that. And look at change as being a good thing. Sometimes there are some rough changes, and we don't like to experience heartache or loss or whatever, but it is a part of life at times. And so, even loss has its gift. Okay? So, whether this is business, a job, I'm not saying you're losing anything here, but what I'm saying is here, I think that you need to watch how you spend your money these next 2 weeks. I think that, business might be tight. There might not be as many clients coming in as you would hope for, in regards to business, or also to, there may be some cutbacks in regards to work, but there's a lot of shifts going on in general, or actually one major shift, but a lot of, in other words, it's hitting people in different ways. So that's what this card means. But it's also a beautiful card that means when you give, you also receive. The Seven of Michael, I guess, is letting you know that there is a path that you can take that is completely open, that is available to you. And I do feel like it is a decision maybe for some of you to be or to go into your own business, to be self-employed, to work for yourself, or perhaps leave the self-employed arena and go back to work with someone, or for a company because, things didn't work out the way you wanted them to, or maybe it just wasn't time to really get this off the ground. Sometimes I'm also feeling something with just being solo or just being alone. Maybe I could actually reflect this card as being part of the Hermit card, where being alone and gathering yourself together and just kind of honoring your space and, clearing your space and just kind of reconnecting to what's valuable to you. Like I just feel value here, which a lot has to do with the Four of Ariel also. And the Nine of Michael is a card where, you've put yourself out there and now you're out on this limb and you're realizing, oh my God, I've been worried for nothing. It's kind of like worrying over unnecessary things, and that you need to focus on your thoughts, or focus on your thoughts, how you're actually thinking, and focus your thoughts on the outcome you want to actually see, or the outcome you desire, so that there's enough energy being driven into that goal, into that vision, to help it along, to help it to become, to help the seeds you've already planted grow. I feel also, too, for some of you Aquarians, you might actually be carrying a lot of worry in regards to feelings of regret or guilt over something. Or you might be praying to your angels or your spirit guides, or even to the heavens, to God, about how things aren't working, or just the way you feel about things. And you are definitely being heard, but I feel like you need to release the guilt. Release the guilt, release the regret, and perhaps even release the blame, so that you can release yourself, from this karma or from this heavy burden, some of you may be feeling. Okay, so if you like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. I love you, Aquarius. Much love and blessings.